Hello.
I love how you
Where am I?
swooped right in. Hi, guys. Hi,
right
everyone. Happy Friday. It is a Friday, isn't it?
Yay!
Yay.
Friday.
Apparently, I didn't send you the link.
That's okay.
Yeah, Kim, we're doing Friday night. Okay. Psych. No link. Anyways, I'm glad you. They're like, what are they laughing at? You guys, she literally
That's the important thing.
pops right in. I'm like, well, I guess I'll get started, and then she'll pop in.
And I did.
Yay. But anyways, there's hello everyone and welcome. Thank you for being here with us tonight. I know there's a lot of choices right now, and you chose us.
Yay.
You look so pretty tonight, Kim. I feel like I
do. Oh, thank you.
I'm like, I need to go change.
I don't know what I did.
Or something. I need to go change. Step it up a notch. I feel like I look like I had a hard Friday.
No, you look great. You always look great. Hello, everybody.
Hi. So if you're new, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us. You just throw your question in and I start it and it goes in order here. And we just start diving in. And did you watch the January 6th last night, Kim?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, we got pizza. We made a whole night of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Wow, they had some new footage. So
yeah.
And the outtakes. Hi, Kevin's Loving Vibration. And the outtakes of Trump doing that.
I know, it just made me so happy because I thought, oh, he is probably so upset about this because it just showed him making mistake after mistake after mistake. I'm like, he hates this.
You must hate that. I mean, he hated it while it was happening. So
right.
He must really hate it that we all got to see that.
Exactly.
And
that and Sean Hawley running through the and all the memes. Yeah, exactly. Laura, all the memes that came along with that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
You're so funny.
Marie, thank you. Blessings to you. Yeah. I mean, everybody took that one and ran with it. You know,
you gotta laugh, or otherwise you'll cry.
It's actually almost. It's just even more terrifying the more that comes out in regards to
how close we came. How close we came.
Yeah, it's, and we knew as readers that, but when you see it like in on screen like that, it's just like wow. And even Josh Hawley was running for his life.
Exactly. You know what I mean? He absolutely was.
And yeah. And what else with that? There's something else with that. I forget. But and in Trump's plans for 2024, like I kind of want to look at that. There's an article that came out today saying that he had plans to fire a bunch of people and put in like patriots and Proud Boys in those positions.
Right.
Are you aware of that? Catherine, thank you. You saw that article?
Yeah, I did. And I for the longest time, and this is, I mean, probably been at least a year or two, I've always seen the Republicans putting in a nominee like I said at the time, like Pence or like Romney, a more kind of Christian-y, that kind of straight-laced kind of. It wasn't DeSantis. It wasn't Trump. Trump will never be president again. I'll just say it. He's never going to be there again. He never will. He peaked. he peaks. It's all downhill from here.
All downhill from
It
here.
really, really is. And it's death by 1,000 cuts for sure. But it is a long plummet. But he's plummeting. So yeah, but that's what I've always seen. And I'm curious to see what you get, Debbie, with that, because for the longest time, I've just seen that's what they're going to do. They're going to kind of go back to that more, still awful, because they still want awful things, and they, but more just a regular old, straight-laced, that kind of Republican. So,
yeah. So back in the day when I was reading on this, I got the same thing. I did get that they were going for more of a Pence type. I didn't see it being Pence, but someone like him that would be that real more not chaotic, crazy, but very conservative, the Christian side.
Very conservative, exactly.
And, I remember at the time when I got that, I had a moment of like, if they did actually get in, I had that fear of what's happening right now, and they're not even in yet.
Right.
And so I didn't.
It's still it's still for sure. It's concerning. Still, it's just concerning in a different way. Because I feel like they'll also break ties with like the Proud Boys and all that stuff. I feel like that will kind of be pushed aside and pushed away from them, but it will still be but
they know
in their place, they'll embrace the church and embrace the big mega churches and stuff. So that's still, again, very concerning.
Yeah. And it's almost like, you all need to go back into your hiding places for now, because we need to present this way.
Exactly.
Yeah. But we have across the board, you guys, and I'm going to say it again tonight, because you wake up, are you sure Trump's not going to, we can, you know what I mean? It's scary.
It is scary.
So we have to just keep saying, no, he is not going to win.
Right.
He's not getting back in. And, but it is scary, but we just want you to know we both are getting that. Other readers are getting that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And last Thursday, I saw one of the first things I said, because it was like one of the first things that I saw right out of the gate before I went on, was that my guide said there'd be over 10 people indicted around Trump's, like that circle of the clown car.
Oh my gosh. Now that's a picture in my mind. The clown car. Yeah.
The clown car. There'll be at least they said over 10. So,
okay.
That's what I got. Yeah.
So in regards to the people around him, and he's taking down, that you see over 9 people going down.
Yeah. Well, over 10, and him as well. I think that they will indict him.
Oh yeah. So indict.
Steve Bannon got the book thrown at him today, which is great.
Okay. I have been working all day. I haven't left this position. So tell me what happened.
He was convicted.
And so when is sentencing?
I don't know. Maybe somebody in the chat might know. I'm not sure when sentencing is, but yeah, he will go to prison. He will go to prison. I think it's the least amount is 30 days and the most is a couple of years. So
I know they really, when I read on it before, they really wanted to throw the book at him. Like, I felt like they wanted to give him the full 2 years. I'm not sure he's going to get that, but I know that that's what they want to do.
Oh, October is the sentencing. Okay. Well, and they better make sure he doesn't flee, because I feel like
he walk out.
What's that?
He got to walk out and go home.
I think so.
Oh.
They always do, right? For some reason, they never have to sit in jail and wait. They can leave.
Yeah.
2 years and $200,000 in fines.
That's the highest.
Is the highest.
Because what I saw on Wednesday, on my Wednesday reads on him, is that they really want to slap the highest thing on him. But I also felt like there's some more going to be added to this.
Mhm.
So I see him in jail for more than 2 years at some point.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
felt like there was more coming from other things.
Right. Well, they can't seem to stop themselves from breaking the law. So, right? Because he got a pardon and he could have just been like, okay, that's it, I'm out. But he keeps opening his mouth and running his mouth and getting himself into trouble. And so,
Well,
that's
this is a good question. Since we're talking about it right now, I'll just go ahead and pull this up. Will his appeal put this off? I mean, I got to know, but I'm just hoping that's not my own mind because I want it to be a no. But I heard a no.
Yeah, I heard no too, but I feel like they will be fair with him. Like he will get the chance to appeal, and they will listen to him, and they will, they will listen to it, but it will not affect anything. He's going to go to jail. I mean,
yeah, that's a good point. Cool Ant says, how can he even appeal? He has no defense.
Right.
But I'm getting him. Yeah.
He's all, wait. That's his appeal. Wait, please. No, don't do it.
He's trying to get, Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I got that. Yeah. I got the 7 of Wands on him. And that's just being, not wands, swords. 7 of Swords. So, yeah. He's just being his dishonest, crazy self.
Well, and he thinks he's so smart, and he's such an arrogant man. They really, really do think they're in the right, and they just have that somehow they are just entitled to do whatever they want and say whatever they want, and there are no consequences, and it's so annoying. And I'm so glad that
finally we want to see some consequences here. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Some consequences.
Consequences. Come on already.
Yeah.
I know it's frustrating, you guys, but I can tell you, I think Merrick Garland was on the other day, and he spoke, and he said exactly what we've been getting about him creating this case. And there's no precedent to this. Like, this is the first time we're going against a president of the United States. We have to get this right.
Right.
And they know exactly what he's been saying.
You're right. And they know how shifty Donald Trump is and how he maneuvers and slithers out of stuff all the time. So they've got to make sure it is ironclad. But I really do believe that they have him this time.
Yeah, I do too. I really do too. I hope you're right, Suzanne. She thinks that Bannon will get 1 year and $100,000 fine.
I think it will be about a year too. That's kind of what I got. And maybe they'll, like you said, that they crime all the time. So there may be more coming because this is what they do.
Yep. And so I know he was pardoned from Trump for that other thing, but I feel like his hands are dirty.
Yeah.
And they're going to find other things to go ahead and take him down further. Because all right. Well, interesting times. Well, I'm glad that went down today. I'm sorry I missed the whole but I'm sure I'll catch it later when they say, you know, in the news.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah,
to
it's
see
great.
it too. So, okay. So another thing that came through before we started was, I guess Linda G was asking for some prayers, so we will send her that.
Prayers for what is happening in something to her or
I'm not sure, but she asked for prayers from the community.
Okay.
So, and Theodore saying he saw Trump in handcuffs. I hope you're right. All right.
Good.
Oh, here we go. I started. So Linda G has put a request on the community page for prayers and protection. She is very frightened over a domestic problem. All right. So we are going to continue to pray for her as a community. There's a lot of us, and we all love her very much. So that's an easy one to do, is pray for Linda.
Okay.
All right. Here we have Laura. Laura, you have the questions tonight. Oh, okay. Hold on, Laura. We got the rest of this that we needed to know so we can pray properly. Linda G's ex-husband, who lives with her, was threatening her. He has a restraining order now. Geez. Okay. So she's doing okay now. Okay. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, everyone. I still continue to pray because that's just awful.
Yeah.
So kind and loving. It's just heartbreaking. All right. That someone would do that to her. All right, Laura. Hi, Laura. Did Hallie see all the memes? Okay. Does it bother him? Yeah. I'm just going to say, yeah, it does. He wouldn't want to be shown. He doesn't like to be shown like. It's like, y'all need to take care of yourselves. I'm out. You know?
Exactly. I was going to say hi to Aiden because he's in the
hi, Aiden.
House.
Aw.
So sweet. Okay, so.
Love Aiden. You're on vacation, Aiden. Isn't he in La Jolla Shores?
Oh, that's right. In La Jolla. Okay.
I used to live right up the street from there.
Oh, I love that area. It's so pretty.
In Cardiff. I lived in Cardiff. Cardiff by the sea.
Do you miss that area?
I absolutely. Are you kidding? I love San Diego.
Yeah.
And that whole area, that area especially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he had to save himself. Saving himself. He's like, I'm out. I am not going to carry this. I am out. Yeah.
I am getting that he is furious about that. He's like, I'm going to see this. I feel like he's afraid I'm going to see this on attack ads. It's going to be, he thinks it's really going to hurt him. He's very, very worried about this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And very angry, very, very angry at Liz Cheney. He's personally angry at Liz Cheney because he blames, for some reason, he thinks like it was her that did this. So he's very angry with her. He feels like it's personal. And I think it is too. I kind of think it is.
you know, you might be right.
But yeah, he does think it's personal. He's very angry about this, and he thinks it could cost him the election. He thinks that she did it. That's why she did it. So That's politics.
Yeah, that is politics. And I think I think he's right about that. That she did do it, or not. I mean, I don't know if she personally, but it was done purposely to bring him down. Okay. I hear children. Are they waiting? They're waiting for the ice cream man
behind me. We have kids that live back behind there, so, and they're very loud. It's summertime, so they're very loud.
Aw, I love those little voices.
I know.
Sandra, hi Sandra. Will the committee address Ginny Thomas? Are they going to even go there? What I'm being shown is a table, and it's in the middle of the table. I feel like it's on the table, but it's in discussion. I feel like there's some pushback on that.
I do too. So you have to remember that although we are aligned with Liz Cheney on Donald Trump, that she is still extremely conservative, and she
extremely
likes the Supreme Court the way it is, and she doesn't want to. That's what I'm feeling. She doesn't want to rock the boat.
Yeah. So that's why she's sitting there. They're not quite sure whether to bring it in. And when we were describing who would be, a presidential candidate and what they would look like, it would be her type of, because she's very conservative, very much like what they want to see in that.
Right.
But I'm not saying it's her. I'm just saying a person like her.
Right. Right.
So, yeah, I see it sitting there on the table. I don't feel like they've made a decision yet, but it's on the table. What are the odds? What is a
and I feel like she's been told to lay low by somebody, like keep out of sight. Don't say anything more. Don't do anything more. Just stay away. stay like lay low.
Lay low, which isn't easy.
Yeah. Because and I saw her backing up at the time, but she said, like, I can't wait to talk to the committee and set things straight. It's like, she's going to back up from that. Yeah, exactly. Moonwalk back. But yeah, she's just like all the rest of them.
Yeah. I'm just going to throw cards just to see if we get any. I'm going to use these just to get a little story, maybe beyond what we're getting. But yeah.
And she does have she always comes up for me with having mental health issues and emotional issues.
Yeah.
She always comes up like that for me, a little bit paranoid and confused. Yeah, that's just how she always comes up for me. And there's always a spiral down as well. So.
But it is leaning to the possibility that they're going to bring her. But right now, there's a little pushback. Mm-hmm. But when I throw these cards, it's leaning towards that she may have to. Liz Cheney may have to go. Okay, I can't. This is too. She has to. Beyond what she feels and wants to do herself, she has to. Right. And so I do feel that Liz Cheney's going to have to bring her in. And there's Liz. right there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the justice that's bringing her in.
Right.
But, like Jenny, with her, because she led the charge and she was part of the whole deal. Her name is too high up on that list to not, with her collaboration with them. And so, yeah, I do see them bringing her up. But yeah, as of right now, so this is one of the possible outcomes right here.
Right.
But I see it on the table. I see Liz Liz not wanting to do it.
Right. I actually feel like one reason that this is just what I'm getting, that they may have to bring her back, is because the Supreme Court was part of the plan. I'm feeling like there was some kind of plan to like ultimately take this to the Supreme Court. Kind of like 2000 with Gore and Bush, but for a different reason. I don't know enough about this stuff to know how they could have gotten it to the Supreme Court, but I feel like that was the plan. That was part of the plan to keep him there. Was like, we'll just let the Supreme Court decide. And then of course it's all of his people. So I feel like they were part of the plan. So I feel like they may have to go back and talk to her at some point.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You think so?
Oh, I do. So. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm like, that's what I'm getting. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never gotten that before, but that's what I'm getting.
Interesting.
And to be fair, they probably had several scenarios, but I feel like that was a scenario that was one of the, it could have been the main one. I don't know, but it just feels like they're going to have to bring this back up because they were part of the plot, or they were part of the plan. Whether they knew it or not, maybe they didn't know, but Ginny Thomas would have known. I mean, she was fully in on it, and that makes me think that Clarence Thomas would have known. And so, yeah.
Yes. Every time I tap into Clarence Thomas energy, I get the snake card. He is not who we think. There's something about him. And I saw a picture of him the other day, and it just even solidified it even more. It's just, it doesn't feel good,
Yeah. Well, I think he has some very deep anger and resentment for some reason towards different people. And it could be personal. It could be, I don't know, some of these people, it's harder to know what makes them tick. But he comes across as very just angry, but angry with kind of a little like Trump, vindictive, kind of a vindictive streak with him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. One of the leaked audios talked about the second phase of the Supreme Court. I did not know what they meant at the time. Oh.
So you were just talking about some kind of...
Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you, Kathy.
Yeah, I've never gotten that before, but I just felt like there's something with them, that they were part of a plan.
Bonnie. Bonnie. She's like, Clarence Thomas was the middle child of 3. Middle children.
That's what it is. He's a middle child.
On that.
Say no more.
Oh, gosh. All right, Sherry. Hi, Sherry. I like your little butterfly. That's pretty. Does the DOJ have sealed indictments against Trump? Yeah. Thank you,
So
Lorraine.
oh,
Blessings.
I'm getting a work in progress. So I feel like maybe they're not quite to that level yet, but they're getting there. They're working on it.
Yeah.
At least that's what I get.
So they have some, it's like secure. I mean, because it looks like what I'm being shown, it looks like they have, like they are sure on some. Like I'm being shown 3 and very secure, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how many things you can be indicted on many things,
Oh,
right?
yeah, sure.
So they have 3 real solid. Like they're like, okay, it's not like they have it all signed and everything, but they have it and it's here, and they're working on the rest of this pile of indictments to make sure they solid. They want them all solid before they go bam. But they just so you know, they are very extremely, what I'm getting is very secure on 3 that are finished and not signed and everything, but
Right.
what I was seeing is this desk full, and they have these 3, they're done, solid, ready to go. So, you know, they'll just sign it and get it on over, and then they have this whole pile that they're working on to get it solid. But I'm interested in this 3.
That sounds like Trump, a pile of indictments on their way.
They're like trying to make, they want them, you know, you have to have they want it solid before they pile it onto them. But they're looking at 3. Somebody says treason, sedition. Everybody's putting in what it might be. But yeah, they're pretty happy about, or pretty secure about these 3. Yeah, they're yep. Oh my gosh, yes. We like this. So it's timing. They're getting it together. Yep, they're coming at him, and he's not going to. There's no way. What they're trying to do is they're trying to make it that there's no way he has no way out of this. Okay, he cannot win, and that's their goal, and that's what they're doing. They are pulling this together, and here's Merrick Garland, the Knight of Swords, there, being assertive, making sure, bringing the powers together, bringing it all together with the Chariot, and then you have that 5 of Swords, and that he's trying to make a case that you can't you can't beat the case, you can't beat this. Trump can't beat it, and but yeah, look at all these coming at him. 8 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. You better believe it. This is a lot. It's like a domino effect, and it's coming in. Those 8 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So it's a good case, you guys. So good, solid case coming at him. And that 8 of Wands makes me wonder about the number 8. But 3, I'm getting those 3 solid right up. That's
I just got something kind of interesting. That subconsciously he wants to be stopped. Mm-hmm. He can't stop himself. Reminded me of when you work with children and they push and push and push and push because they want you to stop them. They want to be disciplined because they can't stop. They don't have the ability to stop themselves. And I'm not saying it's conscious. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying he wants to get away with everything in his conscious mind. But I'm being told that subconsciously he wants someone to stop him because he's at completely out of control. I mean, we know that, right? I mean, all of the damage he did.
Yeah.
But it is almost like there's no. It's like this is a speeding train, you know, about to hit a brick wall is what it feels like. So it's like somebody stop this. So just interesting. It just came up. So yeah, just an interesting thing that came up.
Wow. Like a tantrum.
Yeah.
Or
yeah. And pushing boundaries, you know, pushing the limits, but without being able to stop where the limits go, how far you go. It's yeah. So that's what I got. But it's a subconscious thing. It's not a conscious thing. Consciously, he wants to get away with it all. He thinks he's whatever.
Right.
Subconsciously,
someone stop me.
Wants to be stopped.
Yeah.
So he's going to keep doing stuff until somebody stops him.
That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Someone needs to stop that train.
Yeah. Yeah.
Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot. Hello. Asking, has last night's January 6th hearing sealed Trump's fate? Well, it made him mad.
Mm-hmm.
Seal his fate, though. I feel like he's already I feel like that's already been sealed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Welcome to the new member, to the members, Palliative Care Consult. Welcome. Thank you.
It's interesting because I'm feeling like because of last night, a lot of people are going to start coming forward because they think it's sealed his fate. So they're like the dam has broke. They broke the dam. They're going to start getting a lot of people coming forward. So that's what I'm
getting. Especially after seeing those two that were there.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to go down with this ship. Maybe I'll come forward and it'll at least save a little bit of my dignity or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I do feel his fate was sealed a long time ago. But as far as this whole thing, yeah.
And you're right, Connie. I feel like there are a lot of really, really burdened people out there that want that. They're scared because of how violent these people are, and how mean they are, you know, how they harass people and stuff. But I think you're right. I think that a lot of people want to unburden their conscience. I think they feel really awful about the part that they played. Not everybody, but I think there are a lot of people who really feel terrible and want to come clean. I feel like last night, for whatever reason, to me, it feels like they feel like that was it.
Yeah.
You know, this is, and now I can do this. So it's great. I mean, I have felt such catharsis with the Jen, you know, because they could just tell the story without interruption, without weird conspiracy theories or people stopping them, a clown show. It's been so cathartic, I think, for so many people just to hear the truth laid out.
The circus, yeah.
In the public record, that will be in the historical record forever.
Yep.
So
how do they want to go down in history? You better believe they're coming out with that. That's a good point.
That's right. That's right.
You know, he thought he was on top. I have to tell you, before last night, he thought he was still okay. And he still had that support, and he thought he was okay. This is the 10 of coins, a king of coins, and that's him. That's another trump card. But and then you have the 7 of wands there, and that's like standing his ground and like that. But I got this card again, and that's that Eight of Wands. And that is a rapid change after last night and a domino effect. And I think that's what you're seeing, Kim, with those people coming out of the woodwork now to want to bring their.
So I guess the answer then is like it sealed it more.
It sealed it more. And
sealed it more.
My comment is more like he already sealed his fate. But yes, as far as the committee goes, I do feel like that was a shift last night for sure.
Yes, absolutely. And yes, Bonds, I think that was during the border crisis. I kept seeing this weird thing that felt like the Nuremberg trials. And it was like Dorothy, right? It was like Barr was there and Jared was there and and this has to be what I was seeing. It has to be.
Oh, totally.
Too, because I couldn't tell if it was like a courtroom setting or if it was like the House chamber. I couldn't make sense of it. But this is why, because it is so weird that some of it's on video and some people are live, and I couldn't make sense of it. And as we've talked about many times, Debbie, we don't have context really for the stuff we see, but I could feel like they would be held accountable in some way and everybody would know the truth. And
here you have it. Absolutely. 100%, Kim, this was it. What you're doing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then now hopefully everybody goes to jail. They haul them all off to jail.
All right, everybody go to jail now.
Go to jail.
Apple wants to know who else did Trump talk to during the missing 187 minutes?
Oh, that's a good one. That is a great question. That's a great question.
It is.
I want to look at that.
Because he can't stay off his phone for.
Oh, no.
I feel like we already were shown this, but before, when I was asked this question a while ago, when this first came out that we have that missing time, I saw that general guy that he was in contact with Flynn, that he was in contact with him, but I feel like that's already come out, so that's not new. That he was, so that did come to pass, that he was in communication with him. But who else?
Absolutely, yeah.
I feel like he was trying to find kind of like an ally.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who would say, no, you know what I mean? You're doing the right thing or whatever.
Right. Well, this is interesting because this may explain a couple of things. I'm getting Secret Service.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he was keeping tabs or there's something with Secret Service here. But it's like almost like overseeing or like a watchful eye. So I feel like there's something he was like checking up on with the Secret Service, checking up on so somebody was in contact with him. Okay. So there's, somebody with Secret Service, or it could be the head of the Secret Service or whatever, but it's something with Secret Service. So that may explain why they wanted to get rid of their phones.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're trying to hide it now.
Yeah.
I wonder if would he have wanted to reach out to? Would he have? I feel like he talked to a woman as well.
Oh, interesting.
but he was looking for someone to tell him he was doing the, you know what I mean?
Right.
I was getting
Right.
to kind of stroke what he was doing.
Exactly. Don't give up, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Whoever this like maybe someone who's trying to hide, they're trying to hide. They're trying to they're hiding it. So this might go with your Secret Service.
Right.
Right? Look at them hiding and
Oh, you've got some things that you'll want to get rid of.
I got some things. Oh, you don't want them in there?
Unless you want them up there, I don't know.
Sometimes it doesn't work on my side. Yeah, it has, someone else has to do it.
Okay.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
But that's what we have. So we have great moderators that come in.
Yes, I know that.
But yeah, I feel like whoever this, yeah, interesting. But I also get this female. I get this Queen of Coins.
Oh, you know who I bet that is? Is that Sidney Powell?
Oh, okay.
You think it could be her?
She flashed in my mind before I even started throwing cards when I was looking at Flynn. And I thought, oh, well.
I bet that's who it is because he was calling Rudy. We know that.
Yeah. Yep.
And Flynn and her, that would make sense because that's kind of the same group of people, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And we have, deceit. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So, yeah. And he was trying to pull, and it wasn't just the Secret Service, but I do have the Secret Service here.
Mm-hmm.
And deceitful people and the Queen of Coins and what he wanted to do. He was trying to pull his leadership together and to move forward. And that's what this card is, 3 wands. And that's all about leadership moving forward, like okay, I need to create a new leadership for this action to continue forward because I'm not getting it in my own house here. Like everybody was saying, you know, you need to not do this, you need to call it down and like that. And so he was trying to pull his people on. Mm-hmm. And I think you're right. Yeah. Secret Service, that lady, Powell, he was pulling his team together, his new team.
Right.
Already. And that's what was happening.
I just heard Pentagon. So somebody in the Pentagon or with the Pentagon or something about the Pentagon.
Ooh. Who in the Pentagon?
I don't know that. Unfortunately, I don't know. I know Flynn's brother, but I don't think it's him. It feels like a man, but it feels like somebody.
Oh. I'm getting a little resistance from this person too.
Okay.
When they got they're like, so I asked my spiritual team to kind of take me to overview what was happening with that call. It's almost like he's in the shadow. He's like, I can't take this call here. Like you can't be calling me here.
Okay.
Like that type of feel to it. But I think you're onto something there.
I don't know, like his people in the Pentagon, you know, who the Trump people were in the Pentagon. I don't know, but it feels like it's like like you said, like an ally, but it's the Pentagon. I heard Pentagon very clearly. So,
and you think, aren't these people educated?
I mean,
what in the world?
I don't know. He has a way of corrupting people though, and being able to corrupt people. The way he politicized the Secret Service, you know, it's just he's. I don't see it. I don't see the charm or whatever they say he has. I don't see it. But I mean, he does tend to be able to corrupt people.
Like before, like 100 years ago.
Exactly.
Ever. slimy from the beginning. It's just shocking.
Oh, they said at the hearing the Pentagon tried to reach Trump and he would not take the call. Oh, so maybe that's what I'm getting.
Well, you could be getting that too, but I also feel like
I feel like he did talk to somebody. I feel like he talked to somebody, but it wasn't. Yeah, it's separate from that. So I think, yeah.
It's I think it's separate from that too.
Yeah.
I think what they were trying to show here is there was an ally there. I wonder if that's going to come out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now we know what he did.
That was a good question, though. Yeah.
It's a great question.
I have a few ideas of who he was talking to. So, yeah.
All right. Let's see. Connie. Hi, Connie. I feel like it's Connie's twin's birthday. Her twin son's birthday. Is that today, Connie? You have to say happy birthday to the mama who pushed those babies out, right? Who carried those babies on the birthday of the birth.
Oh, yeah. Goodness.
It's part of your birthday. You should be celebrated too. Right, Connie?
Wow, yeah.
Oof. Will they show more of Ivanka and any of the kids and Jared's testimony? Will they show more of that? Oh, Jill put it right. Happy day of birthing, Connie. There you go.
I don't feel good about Donald Jr. right now. Something about him that feels off. More than normal. There's something about him that feels off to me, or something. But I feel like they're all about to go through some things. But I think we will see more of them. But I feel like but besides that, I feel like there's more. They're about to go through some stuff. But Don Jr. When Ivana passed away, as soon as I heard the news, my guide said to watch Donald Jr.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's going to have some kind of spinning out of some kind, but ever since then, I just have not felt good about him. So I don't know what's going on with him, but something's kind of off. More off than usual.
Yeah, that connection with his mom.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. More testimony. I don't know. It's interesting. It's funny. You got Don's face. I'm staring at Eric here right in my face. So interesting. Whenever I've read on them, I always get Eric and his energy. He's just,
oh, really? And see, I never get Eric, but I don't doubt that,
And I rarely get. I have to really look and ask about Don. But if I just throw out all the kids, Eric.
How interesting.
Yeah. He's an angry bird. He turns
angry bird.
He turns his
kind of looks like an angry bird.
He turns his pain into anger. And so his life has been painful, and he turns it into anger. I don't know. I feel like I don't think they're gonna. I'm not sure they're gonna have them back on. Because I feel like something's gonna. It's almost like they don't need them, because Donald, he has his tower, and I don't think they're going to need him.
Yeah.
And I have, they have enough details. You have the 8 of coins, and then I have death in reverse. And so I feel like that's inevitable ending. So they don't really need him back because they have enough information on what they need.
Right.
With the devil in the tower.
Okay. Debbie, do you mind pulling just a couple cards on Don Jr.?
Yeah, let's check out what's going on with Don. He's definitely trying to numb out, isn't he?
Yes, that is. I was going to say that is one thing. As you said, when Eric it turns to anger, I feel like his whole thing is avoidance.
Yeah.
Don't think about it. Don't. It's like put it out of your mind. But I feel like something is about to crack there. Something is about to. It's like it's not working anymore. I feel like something's about to break or crack or something. Maybe somebody knows something I don't know.
You know how what they're just showing me, and I'm going to throw these cards down too, but you know how when you're going along in life, and until something real happens to you, like a death of your mother, you kind of just poo-poo everything. Like, right. you have ups and downs, and you have bumps and bruises, but that's real, and it's like nothing else in your life means anything. Like, this doesn't mean, are you kidding me? This doesn't even mean anything anymore. I lost my mom. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like all this stuff going on with the trials and all that. He may just kind of like, all of it, just none of it matters because his pain is so great.
Right. A lot of people in the chat are talking about drugs, and that it absolutely could be it. I keep getting like breaking or cracking. So maybe this wall of, I'm not going to look at anything emotionally. I'm just going to keep plowing ahead is going to break, and he's going to spin out a little bit.
He may be upset too. Well, not that, I don't know. Devil. Yeah. You know what? Do you think he's going to, it looks like, I'm looking at these cards and I'm like, oh my gosh, does it look like he's going to turn on his dad?
Oh. Well, that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Because all of a sudden, all this, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of layers here that could be possibilities for him. But this is someone going in defiance, and the devil card is Donald Trump to me, and then the 7 of Wands, and we're talking about Junior here,
right?
Going in defiance of his dad, and it's over. I don't know if it's about the inheritance, or something with that.
Oh, interesting.
And then I have the Justice, cause and effect, truth is going to.
Oh wow, okay. And it does the devil card, Debbie, does that have to do with or can that have to do with addiction?
It can. So if we want to read it that way, where, is that addiction hitting him? And in his defiance, he goes to the addiction.
Right.
The reason, and I did see it, like I saw it when I was looking, like, but the thing is because I have his mom here too. And I thought, it seems like his mom and his dad here. So you have the Queen of Coins. And that's how
Donald is the devil, yes.
And then, right. So, but yeah, it could be that his addiction gets him as well. It's going to get him in trouble because there's justice in here. But you have with the coins here, with the whole reading, like if I only had those 2 cards, I'd be like, oh yeah, his addiction is going to take him down right now.
Right.
But because I had all of these cards and I'm looking at the whole reading, I feel like between his mom and dad, like this is how he saw them like this too, even though he, tried to whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then him defying the devil. I don't know. Maybe it is his addiction too. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. There's a lot of layers there.
A lot of layers. It could be all of the above. Yeah. Muriel feels bad for Don Jr. having those parents, the devil and the Queen of Coins. Yeah.
It's,
a little bit.
I think that is a great, thing to remember, is that these are just people.
Yeah.
And Donald was raised by a sociopath. Don Jr. was raised by a sociopath.
Right.
So your chances are not great for coming out normal when your parents are Ivana Trump and Donald Trump. I mean, what are your chances? It's like, it's just not going to be, unless you are the most stable human being ever, it's not going to be great. It sounds like the only kind of decent Trump was the brother who died, and he drank himself to death. He
Right.
he couldn't handle being in that family. So these are just people, they act like they're, larger than life, but they are just people that are very damaged people.
Yeah. And we're watching it play out.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I think I was in the process of pulling a card and I threw this down.
Yeah, you're right, Pam. He doesn't know. He has zero empathy. I mean, honestly, just the going through that whole thing, and even his vice president and everybody's calling to say goodbye to their loved ones, and he just does not.
Not even.
And you have to remember too, thousands of people were dying a day from COVID, and all he was thinking about was this stuff.
Yeah.
Planning his staying in power. Even though everybody was dying, the whole country was in turmoil at that time, and he just wanted to see power for him.
Yeah.
So, just zero empathy. He's not capable of it. He doesn't have it.
This will be interesting how this plays out.
Yeah.
And because I did I drew one more card for him, and it's breakthrough. And it's like, okay, we have a breakthrough here, which is an epiphany.
Right. And these people will have to hit rock bottom before they have any kind of epiphany, because they just don't seem to. It's really hard to get through to them.
But in the epiphany, is he gonna go? Is he gonna turn on his dad?
Well, I know that Trump will see everybody and anybody go to jail before him. So even his kids. I mean, he just doesn't care. So if it comes down to, people start saving themselves, I mean, it absolutely could happen. I know Ivana would. I mean, she's just like him. So I think she would in a heartbeat. She'd turn on her dad. I think the boys would have a harder time, but I think they would still, if they really thought. Of course, I don't know. A lot of people are willing to go to jail for Trump. Why? I don't know. But yeah, he may have to. He may have to turn on his dad.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. So there are some of the family just coming in, and they're concerned about Linda. And I feel like a report came in that she's doing okay and she's safe.
We're all praying for her, sending prayers to Linda for sure.
Yeah.
So scary.
I didn't want them to think we were ignoring.
Yeah, no. We talked about it. Yeah.
We got it. We got it. Okay, so we'll do, oops, we already did that one. One more question because we're at time, but we'll do one more and finish tonight. So let's see. Sorry, this is a long one. Oh, well, this will be a fun one, a light, fun one. Well, I don't know if it's fun, but it's gonna challenge Kim. So we're gonna do this one.
Challenges.
On a Friday night at the end of the night, we want to challenge Kim.
It is an alien one. Okay.
There is it was the next question, so it's not like I.
Yeah, it's okay.
And so, okay. Oh my gosh,
here we go. It's fine. We're fine.
All right. Is it gonna work? Oh, boo. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it just it's not letting me. It's not letting me get this guy. You guys I have to leave it up to you. Aww. Every once in a while, it'll. Sometimes it goes through, and sometimes I get an error code. So there is theory floating out regarding aliens, etc., that Putin and 45 cooked up a grand plan with Space Force because they know something we don't. Well, Beth, that's an interesting question. And I'm certain they think they know stuff we don't. Right? But in regards to this, I think in regards to this, I feel like I think Trump was generally interested in like Star Wars and that kind of feel to it, and more of he was just more interested in that side of it, but I don't think in regards to like the aliens and stuff like that, I'm not sure he had any inside scoop on that. What I'm being shown, so I don't know what you're getting, Kim, but I'm being shown kind of like a TV feel to it. And he was just really interested in like, oh, I want to know everything I can about, aliens. And he had that kind of feel to him, TV feel to it.
Right.
And Suzanne says, or Space Force about money laundering. There you go.
Yeah.
That's probably more like it. But also he has like a kid feeling around him about this. So that's where I'm kind of going with that. Please.
And something about like nuclear weaponry with Trump that has to do with Putin. So maybe something they had planned for, the second term or something, but it does feel like some kind of.
Didn't they have? Yes, Lisa.
Something about that.
Didn't they have some kind of plan of taking a nuclear weapon up in space so they could shoot it back down or something like that? I feel like that was a Putin-Trump thing.
Okay. I don't know about that, but that's all I'm getting. I'm not really getting anything about aliens.
Yeah, I think the only thing that with Trump and aliens would be more like a TV thing. I don't think it has to do with
right.
Of course, yeah.
But what it probably is, Debbie, is that he saw something on TV and the aliens shot something into space, and he thought, "Can we do that?"
Yes. Oh my God. And he
called Putin and said, "Can we do this?" Because that's where he gets all his ideas. So that's probably what you're
nailed it. Yeah.
Because that's him in a nutshell.
Yep.
Can we buy Greenland? Can we?
He wanted to have the victory in space for sure. He wanted to be the one
right
up there and doing this thing for sure. That's what I'm getting here with the Four of
Right.
Wands, Six of Wands, and Seven of Wands. All wands.
Right. And I also think that together they thought they could rule the world. They really, I think they really
thinking in
did.
the brain.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that had something to do with it as well. As far as cooking up a grand plan, I think that was the plan, was to rule the world, split it up between them and just rule the world. So, yeah.
100%. Back in the day, a couple of years ago, I was calling them Pinky in the Brain. Oh, totally. Every morning, how can we take over the world today?
Exactly. And what do villains do, right? They want to conquer the world and rule the world.
Yep. So Beth, thank you for your question.
Yes. And I had just a quick one. If we could look at Lake Mead and see if it's going to dry up. Somebody asked that. And so I thought we could look at that.
Yeah.
But that was the question that came to me in an email. I'm getting it going up and down for many, many years. I feel like it's going to go back up, then it'll go back down, then it'll go back up and back. It just feels like it's kind of like that for many, many years.
And I don't see it
a long time.
I don't see it fully going away. But it's going to be a rough next few years. Like I feel, but like you said, it's like never quite totally empty, and then it'll go up a little bit, and then it'll go. Yeah. That's what I was going to. I'm going to throw cards on it too.
It's going to be like California and the drought, how we're never quite out of the drought. Like we've been in the drought for so long. I mean, as long as I can remember, we've been in a drought situation since I was about 12 years old. So I feel like it's going to kind of be like that, where it's always just going to kind of be like, there's always going to be a concern. Even when it goes up, they're going to be like, well, but we need to be in reserve because, it's going to go back down. So I feel like it is going to be a constant, just like worry and in the background and that kind of thing. But it's going to be a long time. If it dries up, it's going to be a very long time. I feel, because I just see it going up and down and up and down and up and down.
Yep. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Look at this. Collections. I love these cards. Two of Coins in the Chariot. Refocused power, refocused, like it's going to take assistance too, though. But you have that Two of Coins, and that's that up and down.
Right. That balance. Yeah.
But look at collections and trying to collect that. But I feel like they may find some unique way to assist and get water there some other way, like connecting in.
Mm-hmm.
But I do see a drought. For a while. But then figuring out new ways to work on it.
Right.
And collect it. I love that. Oh my gosh, I love these cards. So, but yeah.
I love those cards. Those are really, really cool. Fun. Yeah.
So this artist, she just drew her cards, and I love them. Yeah. Fun.
They are great.
I love when people do that little artsy stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Puts in their own little
creative juices.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a lot of artists in the chat, I know.
Yeah. So I do. Yeah, we do. Mm-hmm. And I do feel they're going to have to figure, because of this drought going on so long, and it's getting scary, and people are getting scared now because they see it so blatantly. They're going to have to find alternate ways with the water.
Right.
And yesterday it hit me out of the blue that more and more people are going to start getting those containers to collect water in California.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people do, but I feel like it maybe become like one of those things where it's almost mandatory.
Right.
If you're going to do any watering outside or anything like that, you need to have a collecting
Supply. Right. Right.
Yeah. I'm wondering. Anyways, on that note,
On that note,
don't waste your water.
yeah. On that note, yeah. Be grateful for your water.
Yes. Growing up in San Diego all those years and whatnot, I'm always grateful. Every time I get in the shower, I'm just like, I am so grateful for this water hitting my head. You know what I mean? Because we were always so feared, like we were always so spoken at, like it built fear in us every time you use water. And every time you hear water, you can hear water dripping a mile away. Mm-hmm. And oh my God, someone's wasting water, because that's how it was drilled into us.
Yeah. And a few years ago, we did a rock garden because we didn't want to have to water stuff anymore,
Exactly.
It's like, it's what got to adjust.
But yeah, it's kind of, Pam brings up growing veggies in waste. Yeah. It's a good point, because we also need food. And so to grow
we need
food,
trees,
we need water.
For sure.
We need our trees. And so we can't fully go all desert.
No.
But yeah, it makes sense. Anyways, have a good night. Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Have a good weekend.
I just love reading with you, Kim. And so it's fun.
I love it too. And we're teaching so much that it's just fun to read, But I love our classes, and you can get in our class if you want to. You'll get the first one on video, but if you want to continue with us, you're welcome to. We're doing
you've only missed one class, and you can get the first one on video. And the leveling up class has openings. So come join us. We have a good time. All right. Well, blessings to you. Happy Friday. And continue to wrap our beautiful Linda G up in prayer and love and light. Let her know with your energy that she is loved and supported by this big family of ours. So we'll see you all next time. Blessings, everyone.